Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Yahweh Kakodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much his lesson is going to be titled as Isaiah 13 chapter breakdown. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Isaiah 13 and 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Now we know in the scriptures when it speaks about Babylon, that's talking about America. Okay, verse 2. And it says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Now when it says lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, now the banner is speaking about the Bible, and the high mountain is speaking about America, which is run by Esau. Okay, and it says shake the hand and they it says shake the hand and that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, that's speaking about the prophets of the Heavenly Father. So the Most High has a spirit on his prophets, to go out there in the highways and byways, right, flooding the internet with the word, this banner. And it's getting to the point to where now Esau has to address us now. He's trying to throw all of Israel into the group of terrorism, calling us the black identity extremists. This is the madness that he's doing. Okay. Continuing, and it says Isaiah 13 and 3, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, right? And it says, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. Now, we know when it says the sanctified ones, it's speaking about the prophets. And when it says, I have called my mighty ones for mine anger, that's speaking about the angels. To prove that sanctified ones there, we're going to get out that Jeremiah real quick, 1 and 4. It's Jeremiah 1 and 4. Okay, it says, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. All right, so it was speaking about Jeremiah, all right, a prophet of the Heavenly Father. So that sanctified one there, that's talking about the prophets. Now let's go back to let's go to 3. This is verse 3. And it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, going back. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. So when it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, that's speaking about the prophets. So the Lord commanded his sanctified ones to go out to the highways and byways to preach the gospel and to lift up that banner upon the high mountain. Okay, which we can use Ezekiel 35 in verse 1, right? Because the prophets, they speak the word of the Lord, right? They prophesy against Mount Seir, which is America. Ezekiel 35 and 1, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Mount Seir is a place called America, and prophesy against it. So that sanctified ones there, that's talking about the prophets. And I just used that Ezekiel 35 verse 1 through 2 also to add a little more to that sanctified one there. So we know that that's talking about the prophets, and that banner, lifting up that banner, man, that's talking about, again, I read it from the top again for edifications, So again, when it talks about going to Isaiah 13 again, when it talks about that banner there, all right, that banner is speaking about the Bible, okay, and that high mountain is speaking about America, okay. So that's what that's speaking about there. When it says verse 2, lift up ye a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, and we broke that down already. Verse 3. Okay, we're at verse 3. And it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, which the sanctified ones is the prophets. It says, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay, verse 4, let's get to the point. And it says the noise of the multitude, okay, the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, right? It says a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts, the mustereth the host of the battle. Okay, now that's speaking about the Third World War. All right, that's going to take place. And when it says the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together, that's speaking about the war that's going to take place. All right, it's the Lord of hosts that organized that whole thing to take place. And let's get out Zephaniah 3:8 to validate what I am saying. Okay, and this is Zephaniah 3:8, and it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations." You see that? So that gathering is of the Lord. And it says, "To pour upon them mine indignation." You see that? Mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So there you go. So that gathering is of the Lord. When it says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble these kingdoms," that the in that one place is all done by the Heavenly Father. Okay, so the Lord is the one that's doing the gathering. The Lord is the one that's setting it up. And it says, the part where it says, where is it at? For it says, I'll read from the top. Zephaniah 3:8. It says, "Therefore wait upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey for my determination." And it says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation. What is his indignation? Is going to come in the form of those ICBM missiles. All right, that fire. Right, that fire, which is the fire of the Lord's jealousy, which is referring to those missiles, those nuclear missiles. Okay, that's what that is talking about. Isaiah 13:5. And it says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord," it says, "in the words of his indignation, to destroy the whole land." You see that? So that's speaking about those nuclear missiles. All right, and those nuclear missiles, the Lord is going to use it to turn America into that lake of fire, man. Okay, so that's what's coming. This is a future prophecy which is going to take place. Isaiah 13:6, and it says, "Howl ye," "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." All right. And we know, according to the scriptures, that the day of the Lord is going to be dark and a gloomy day. Okay. Verse 7, it says, "Therefore shall all the hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt." You see that? Verse 8, and it says, "And they shall be afraid." It says, "Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one to another. Their faces shall be as flames." So now, when it says that they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, you see that? So we know, and I got a precept for that, because we know what that pain as a travail for the woman is meaning. And I'm gonna get that in Isaiah 19. I think it's Isaiah 19 in verse 16, because those are those birth pains. All right, those spiritual birth pains. It says, "In that day shall Egypt," which is America, "be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts," right, "which he shaketh over it." All right, "which he shaketh over it" is meaning the Most High is going to judge America. He's going to be judging America. All right, the Lord is going to judge the kingdom of Esau, and everyone is going to know that it's of the Lord. Okay, because the Lord is going to do his judgment there. Okay, this is Isaiah 13 in verse 9. Okay, and it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both of wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So that's what the Lord is coming to do. The Lord is coming as a lion to destroy. He's going to come to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel and to take his kingdom, because the kingdom is his. So that's what the Lord is coming to do. The scriptures even say the Lord is coming with a sword. He's not coming with peace. Okay? Verse 10, it says, "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine." And that's why the wisdom of this world won't be able to explain all the things, that's going to take place. The wisdom of this world ain't going to be able to explain that, man. Verse 11, and it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." That's speaking about Esau, these Edomites, because Esau, they run the world right now, right? The scriptures mention that in Job 9 and 24. This is Job 9 and 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he?" You see, so Esau is ruling right now. He's running this world right now. All right, the world is given into the hand of the wicked. So the Lord, he's going to come back and punish the world for their evil and for the wicked of their iniquity. So this is a judgment that the Lord is coming back to do. This is why we say you want to get out of this place. You don't want to be caught lying down with this whore, because this whore is going to be judged according to Revelation 18. She's got a rude awakening. She has a judgment coming. This whore is going to be judged, which this whore is America. Okay, she's going to be judged. This is Isaiah 14 and 10, and it says, all day shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? So those are those other nations speaking about Esau. They're not as strong as they used to be. And they're saying that right now. You got these other foreign countries, they know how weak America has become. That's why, none of these nations fear America, all right, like they once did in the time past. At one time, those other nations feared America, but now they seen how weak America has become, and they're not fearing America anymore. They don't fear America. They seen how weak they become. That's why they got rid of the Ronald Reagan treaty. They got rid of all those treaties. They ready to take America down. This is Isaiah 14 and 11. It says, "They pump and is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy voles." It says, "The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee." You see that? And that pump is meaning their pride. Verse 12. And it says, actually, Isaiah 13 and verse 11. Salaki. That's what I meant to get out. Isaiah 13 and 11. And it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." You see that? So the Lord, he's about to humble Esau. That's speaking about Esau. All right, Esau, he's about to go humble, and that's when Esau is going to get truly humbled by the Heavenly Father, because that's what that's going into. Esau is going to get humbled down, because right now he has the mind and the spirit of pride. He believes that no one can take him down, but the Lord is going to humble Esau. This is Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man." It says, "Even a man." It says, "Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." So a lot of men ain't going to make it, and the true men is going to be what? More precious than fine gold, right? They're going to be precious than fine gold. And what makes gold or any, emerald precious? All right, that scarcity. Okay, that's what's going to make that man precious. That man more precious than fine gold. The true men precious than fine gold. That scarcity. All right, that's scarce. That scarcity is going to make it precious. It's going to make it precious, man. So there's going to be a scarcity of men, because there's going to be a lot of men dying in that time. So an Israelite man is going to be more precious than fine gold in that time. Verse 13, it says, Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of their place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Those missiles. That's what that's going into. In verse 14 it says, and it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. It says, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Because that's speaking about those other nations. They're going to leave and flee back to their own country. Verse 15 it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Verse 16 their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So it's going to get bad out here. In other words, it's going to get really bad out here. Verse 17 it says, because I will stir up the Medes against them. It says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right, because the money ain't going to deliver you from those missiles. Your money, your gold, none of that is going to save you. All right, and when it mentions those Medes, it's speaking about those Russians. So that goes into the beef between the nations there. Okay, verse 18. And it says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Verse 19. And it says, in Babylon the glory of kingdoms and the beauty of the Chaldees excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And what did the Most High do to Sodom and Gomorrah? He destroyed it with fire. That's the same way America is going to be destroyed. The Most High is going to destroy Babylon with fire, right? That nuclear fire. Verse 20, it says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation, right? Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. You see that? Meaning America is going to be inhabited. All right, that's what that's going into. It's going to be inhabited. Verse 21, and it says, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. So you see, that's what's going to wind up happening. America is going to become rubble. There's going to be nothing there, no civilization, which is going into verse 22. It says, and the wild beasts of its land shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right, so that's going into the end of America. After these missiles drop down and pelt this place, after it's going to become a lake of fire, that's the future of America. America is going to be destroyed. There's going to be nothing left. That's going to be it. America is going to be destroyed, and that's going to be it. And that's the future of America. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Isaiah 13 chapter breakdown. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Till the next time I say, Shalom.